I'm not sure which, but in any case, he's a great broadcaster. So I'm thrilled to have you here, Mike.
We're going to have fun here, Sam.
Yeah.
These teams took a little different path getting here. Palotti lost a nail-biter at the buzzer to Whitney Young out of Chicago, whereas Riverdale Baptist took it on the chin to St. Francis. St. Francis, however, is considered one of the top teams in Baltimore. So hopefully Riverdale Baptist can bounce back tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. And, again, these teams know each other over the years, having played each other in the Prince George's County leagues. If you didn't tune in for the game before this, Gonzaga was a winner.
By 20.
By 20, and I know the home fans were disappointed in their loss yesterday, but they came back today and showed their toughness, and I'm sure this will set the stage for the rest of the season. It's very early, and so Coach Turner, I think, was satisfied with the performance today. Clearly not satisfied with the performance yesterday, though. So, Mike, you have a few friends listening, I gather. You've recruited a few.
Well, I think we have legions of people listening
tonight.
Yes.
Legions. Okay.
So we're under the.
I think your wife.
We're under the pressure.
Your two sons.
We're under the pressure to entertain and to call this game. And tonight, for those of you who don't know, Sam typically, as he said, worked with his brother Neil. And for those of you who haven't heard of the legendary Dratty brothers out of Iona Prep in New York, they were truly legends up there. Sam, I want to ask you, give me, when you were playing, what was your game all about?
My game, I was slow and couldn't jump, and they didn't have a three-point line at that point, so I was a great 7th or 8th man.
Okay.
But when the game got a little out of hand, I was an all-star actually in the game. But no, we played in the.
Well, folks, to keep you all entertained, not only with the game itself, I'm going to be testing Sam's trivia knowledge on the NCAA and the NBA level. So each quarter we'll have a couple of questions. Okay, Riverdale Baptist.
Riverdale Baptist has the ball. Ball is up, and Miles Anderson misses a shot, fouls it, and scores. And Riverdale Baptist gets a nice start early. Miles Anderson had 9 points in Riverdale Baptist's loss yesterday. It goes to the line to complete the three-point play. 3. And Riverdale Baptist showing pressure immediately. But pull back quickly. Palotti brings the ball. That's Anthony Blunt with the ball in his hand.
Sam, Anthony Blunt is not foreign to this gym. He actually transferred to Palotti this year after spending 3 years here at Gonzaga. His brother Alan was a star player on last year's Gonzaga team.
Yeah, and that was Gil O2 who missed the shot for 2. Riverdale Baptist back down. Anderson misses the shot altogether. That's an air ball. Back to O2, and he calls jump ball. And O2 doesn't seem to be disputing the call, so refs made a good one. We have a substitution here on Palotti. Joshua Carter in the game for Gil O2. Looks like both teams playing tight man-to-man, full court. Ball inbound.
There he is. That's their player.
That was shot by Jomel McNair with 17 yesterday.
Yeah, had a great game yesterday. Very steady throughout the whole game yesterday.
Again, man-to-man. Looks like shot from the outside by Riverdale Baptist. It's good. That's Zakeen St. Jean. I like his name. A lot of pressure Riverdale Baptist putting on. Palotti's got it down court. Trapped in the corner.
Great pressure by Riverdale Baptist here.
Very tight defense. Yeah. Nice look.
No weak side help, though.
Miles Mowry for the basket. Well played, though. It is 6-4 early on, 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
Looks like they've gone to zone. Little 3-2 zone. No, matchup. It's a matchup.
It is a matchup zone.
Yeah.
Good look underneath. Oh, blocked. Shot is up. That was St. Jean with the miss. And Palotti brings it back down. Shot from the corner. That's Oceanaye.
Good
no
board.
good.
Good board by Miles Anderson.
Anderson with the ball. You know, interesting, Palotti's defense keeps switching up. They're transitioning from man-to-man to a matchup zone. Back to man-to-man now. Oh, it looked like a little bit of a walk by Anderson, but no call. And back to Riverdale Baptist ball. Good look from the baseline. Ball is up, no good. St. Jean with the miss. Back down quick to Blunt. Blunt pops from 3. Leaves it short. We got some up and down here, Michael.
Oh,
loose ball.
Oh.
Shot from the corner, and it's good. That is Jamel McNair.
He's got a pure stroke, Sam.
He sure does, and that's for 3. That gives Palotti the lead, 7-6. 4:57 left in the first quarter.
3 subs waiting to come in for Riverdale Baptist.
Shot from deep. That is Anderson, no good. Nice rebound. That was Johnson with the rebound. Ball inside. It's up and no good. That was Bello with the miss. Palotti back up quickly. Ball's up, no good. Good rebound by Mallory. Back out. That's Blunt with the shot. That's good. Sweet, 10-6. Palotti up. Weaver out front.
No one's posting low here, Sam. It's kind of interesting. Everyone's around the perimeter.
A lot of movement, lack of movement up there. Nice block. Back in. St. Jean. Blocked again. And that is Jordan Johnson with the shot.
Game has good pace to it so far.
It does.
Haven't seen a whole lot of pressure in the backcourt.
No, just single man pressure. Blunt setting up the play. Mallory stuck with the ball up top. He's looking for some help. Back to Blunt. Six on the shot clock.
No movement on the weak side whatsoever.
Blunt pops, looks for the foul. No good. Shot clock violation. Yeah, both offenses a
lot of
slow.
Fairly stagnant. Not a lot of ball movement.
No, not a lot of picks being sent.
Sam, with that, I'm going to ask you your first trivia question, and if you can get the majority, I have 9 questions for you tonight. If you get the majority right, I will entertain you for an hour or so after this game at the Dublin.
Oh, buy me a soda or two?
Something like that.
That's nice.
So, what NBA player had the longest suspension in NBA history?
I'd say Kermit Washington. How about that, after he punched Rudy Tomjanovich?
A little more recent than that.
Oh, really?
And a player from your home state.
From my home state in terms of the professional team, or he's from my home state?
He's from your home state, and he created a fair amount of anarchy in his career.
Yeah, that's good. That's an interesting question. Charles Oakley? No?
Not Charles Oakley. He even changed his name.
He changed his name. All right. Well, it's let's see. It's not Lou Alcindor, I don't think.
No.
But he is from New York.
I know that.
Yeah.
Power Memorial.
Yeah, but he didn't cause a lot of trouble.
No.
That's a nice shot by Palotti, and that is Joshua Carter in the drive.
So, Sammy, you're 0 for 1.
Yeah, and what is the answer?
Ron Artest. Malice
Ron
in the
Artest.
Palace. You remember?
Good point. Now, I don't know if Ron Artest is from New York or he played just college ball there.
I thought he was from New York.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, but nonetheless.
But it's good. It's
you're
a good
0 for 1.
That's a good point.
You're 0 for 1.
But do you know, I'm still thinking Kermit Washington must have been suspended for like a season after what he did. That might have ended his career. But you know what? I'll accept it. I'll accept the
Okay, the rest of them will get a little easier.
And does that mean
you might even get a little help along the way.
if I don't answer these, do I buy you sodas at the Dubliners?
No, I'm not saying that.
All right, back to the action. There's a lot of action underneath here.
Yeah.
And we got a shot from the corner, which is no good. A lot of battle on the boards. I got to say.
A lot of contact.
Yeah.
The refs are letting them get
They are, and Chris Smith was bouncing around underneath and battling for Palotti. There's a nice shot.
Wow.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Charles Creek of Riverdale Baptist. A nice spin move in the lane and one.
Okay, Sam, quick question number 2. This is on a local level. As far as Palotti Athletics is concerned, they had a pitcher years ago who had 2 no-hitters, and you know him.
I know him personally?
You know him personally.
Wow. Baseball players.
Yeah.
I know a lot of basketball players.
A baseball player.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a big hint.
Okay, all right.
You and I were in his house at a Christmas party last Saturday night.
Really?
Jeff Gottschall.
Jeff Gottschall.
Shout out to Jeff Gottschall.
Yeah, shout out is right.
2 no-hitters.
That's extraordinary. I did not know Jeff was a big baseball player. He's a big man.
Yeah, he's a big man.
Yeah. Can see where he might have a good arm, too. All right, steal by Riverdale Baptist. And down to Walter Burks, and he's got it. All right, we got a 12-12 score here in the first quarter, and with a minute 20.
Riverdale Baptist applying pressure now. They're wholesale substitutions, the last 2 dead balls, so they're definitely picking the pace up.
Yeah, the defense has picked up, certainly. Nice dive.
I'll
we
tell
got
you
a
what,
steal here.
The refs are swallowing their whistles on some pretty severe contact.
Walter Burks tries to go up, no good. And 2 guys on the floor, and the ball stays with Riverdale Baptist. Yeah, they're letting him play.
Yeah.
They are letting him play.
We've had 2 fouls called in this game thus far, which is great for the pace of play.
No question.
Yeah.
They're moving along.
Yeah.
I just noticed number 11 checked in for Riverdale Baptist, Donnell Brown, and he looks like a football player. Like he's a guy who's going to bang underneath, looks like. Nice spin move. And they call the foul. That was Miles Anderson with the attempt. No good, but again, 12-12 score, 56 seconds left in the first quarter.
Sam, I think the Palotti coach is getting a little distraught. That's the 3rd foul on Palotti. There hasn't been a foul called at the other end yet.
Yeah, he seems he's working the ref. There's no question about it. Miles Anderson misses the first of 2.
The lead ref here tonight is Gary Stein. He's a well-known long-term referee here in the D.C. area.
Oh, I recognize him, yeah.
Yes.
He's been reffed many Catholic high school games over the years. Baptist really applying pressure.
Yeah, and they're having problems. They barely beat the count.
I believe it's unnerved Palotti a little bit.
It has. Well, Anthony Blunt's out of the game.
And Gillo, too, draws the foul.
Finally a foul on Riverdale. I can't help but think the Palotti coach during that last dead ball had a little influence over the referees.
He might have. He was working him hard enough. It was payback. All right, great move there by Isaiah Oceanaye. Shooting 2.
If he had stayed stationary, I think he might have gotten the charge, but he moved a little bit. And while we were bringing up Jeff Gottschall, shout out tonight to his next-door neighbor, Jeff Ganella, who's celebrating his 50th birthday. Jeff is a longtime supporter of all things Gonzaga, so happy birthday to Jeff Ganella.
Agreed.
And by the way, the CYO champion coach of the year last year at Holy Redeemer, where he coached Steve Turner's son in a very exciting game.
Yeah. And he's been the athletic director there.
No, Jeff's not the athletic director.
Never was?
No.
Oh, thought he was for some reason. But happy 50th to Jeff, and you don't look a day over 40, Jeff. All right, we got 18 seconds left. It looks like Baptist might be holding the ball for the last shot. Moved by Johnson, throws it back out. There is no good.
They got time, 8 seconds.
It's Weaver, ball's up, no good, follow.
Nice. Nice hustle play. Great hustle play.
That is Isaiah Oshanayi with the follow. And it puts Palotti up by 2.
Yeah, 15-13 after 1. That's a good hustle.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Both teams played hard.
Very hard,
yeah.
defensively particularly. So,
okay, time for another trivia question. So
far I think I'm 0 for 2.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Who was the youngest player in NBA history to enter the league? Take your time. Give it some thought.
You know, I mean, the obvious one. Well, how many? Do I get a couple of guesses? Because
ideally, it's your first guess.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm thinking Kobe, but
bam, you got it.
All right, thank you.
Now you're on a roll.
All right,
yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you're on a roll, next one. Who had the most assists in NBA history?
I'd go with John Stockton for that.
Sam, it looks like I'm buying because you are killing me right now.
All right, and we didn't plan this before.
No,
I
no.
tell you that. Yeah.
You're picking things up.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, that's.
All right, well, 2 for 4. Not too bad. I'm shooting 50%.
2 for 3. Jeff Gottschall, that was a tough question.
Well, you asked me where I went to a party last Saturday night. I was trying to figure that out. It took me a few seconds. You answered before I could answer. So. All right, well. But it's a thrill to be here with you, Michael, and I've known the Crowley family for a long time. Mike is a huge supporter of Gonzaga. He's led up the Gonzaga Business Network for many years. And
2 of my compatriots, Jerry Quinn and Chris Kelly, were here last night checking out Mr. Dixon from Abington Prep, who had a heck of a game against Gonzaga. Jerry is a very devout Villanova fan and liked what he saw. Okay, so Riverdale Baptist is bringing it in. Zakem St. Jean with the inbound pass. You know, Maryland is playing Loyola Chicago right now.
I saw that.
Unfortunately, Sister Jean did not make the trip. 99-year-old Sister Jean.
That's probably
takes
tough
it
for
to
her.
the hoop. I think it's a foul on number 5. F.A. Gunnadir.
Yeah, Gonzaga just entered the game. That's the first time we've seen him play. So. Yeah, Sister Jean, it's probably tough for her to make the trip, I would think.
Miles Anderson, he's very assertive. He wants to go to the hole. He doesn't settle for a jumper from what we've seen so far.
He does not, but he creates his shot, and he also, once he gets to the lane, he can dish it out too. He's created some opportunities for his teammates as well.
Riverdale Baptist has really picked up the pressure ever since about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. They've been applying pressure, and I think it's been pretty effective thus far. Palotti is playing without Anthony Blunt at the moment, and they don't quite seem to have the same chemistry bringing the ball up.
No, and I would think Palotti is a fairly big favorite in this game, considering the game they gave Whitney Young yesterday. So this is a little bit of a surprise at the moment, but Palotti's playing great defense.
Stalin Oaks with the ball, leading the charge out front. No one else is moving right now. There's not a lot of weak side movement. No one's coming to the help. Oh,
nice follow.
Good follow by Christopher Smith.
Yeah, Smith has been a presence inside on the offensive boards too. This is not the first time he's followed up on that. So.
And that's on Zakem St. Jean. That's his first. Gary Stein rather emphatic with the call.
Yeah, now.
So that makes it 18-15. Palotti's ahead. They haven't applied any pressure at all tonight.
And Blunt's back in the game, by the way. I think Palotti realized that he's a necessary cog in this wheel.
Yeah, he's a calming influence for them. Okay, Stalin Oaks takes it to the hoop. Cross-court pass. Bit of miss by Anderson. Nice play. Getting back on defense. Anderson. Ooh.
Oh, with the jump step. Anderson got a little aggressive there.
Yeah, he got a little carried away, but he's made a lot of great decisions tonight. That's the first one that didn't really go his way.
Yeah.
Stalin Oaks bringing it up. High ball screen. Pass Blunt in the corner. Short. Good hustle play. Good follow. Stalin-Oaks gets it back. Gives it back to Blunt. Good fight under the boards. And, I can't believe a call wasn't made there.
That looked like a foul. It's a little sloppy right now.
22. Jordan Johnson, who had Jordan Johnson had a great game last night with 19 points, hasn't really gotten untracked yet.
And this is Charles Creek at the line, shooting 2.
Charles had 7 last night for Riverdale Baptist. Short, pulled down by Miles Mallory. Mallory had a good game last night with 10 for Palotti.
They're trapping Blunt. When it calls the walk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was right in front of us.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know. There was a lot of body contact.
There was body contact, and I didn't really see that foot come up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the Palotti coach is
you're wearing wild pants. You're not wearing a striped shirt, so what we think really doesn't matter.
Yeah, my pants are a foul themselves. Good look. Nice shot up top.
Wow, great shot.
That was Johnson for 3.
All right. I like Riverdale Baptist pressure.
It is, again, unnerving Palotti, and Baptist has the lead. Wide open look. No good.
We got a walk called by Gary Stein down low. So it'll be Palotti ball. Checking into the game for Riverdale Baptist is Donnell Brown. Wholesale substitution as Walter Burks also comes in. Looks like they're going man-to-man in bounds, Sammy.
Yeah, that's right. We'll see what kind of play Palotti runs out of this set.
Most old school coaches go zone out of bounds, but they didn't get hurt on that. They're going with both Stalin-Oaks and Anthony Blunt at the same time.
Yep.
I think
steal.
22 going in for the
That's Johnson.
Easy two-pointer. Yeah. What do we have? 22. Jordan Johnson with the foul. Now we have number 5, Tyree Lucas coming in for Riverdale Baptist. And Isaiah is checking back in. Oceanai is checking back in for Palotti.
You know, with that foul, obviously they got this aggressive press working, so they're going to pick up a foul or two along the way. But I think that's okay. I mean,
they're getting a lot of. They're delaying Palotti from setting up in their half court, causing a lot of disruption. They on several possessions they really haven't gotten the ball below the foul line.
That's right. There's an elbow. No, not called. Yeah. Not called again. A lot of physicality in this game.
Sam, I know.
Oceanai with the complete miss.
I think the refs might have a Christmas party to get to because they want to get out of here pretty quickly. There's a lot of contact that's not being called.
Yeah, maybe they're going to the Christmas parties you're going to. You got like 12 of them tonight, don't you?
Maybe.
After you buy me those sodas.
You got more trivia coming, pal.
Oh, good.
Okay, Anthony Blunt trying to get the ball in bounds.
It is nice look.
Oh my gosh.
There's Joshua Carter with the charge.
That was a pretty easy call, truth be told.
And you take a charge from Joshua Carter, you're going to know about it, too.
He looks like he spends a lot of time in the weight room.
Yeah.
So we got 21-18 right now. Riverdale Baptist with the lead and the ball. Again, no backcourt pressure whatsoever from Palotti, which is kind of interesting. As Sam said, they had a very good win last night, or a close game against Whitney Young where there was a lot of backcourt pressure. So maybe they're just waiting until the second half or so.
There's a nice move. Wow, that was Joshua Carter with a smooth move.
Quick pop by Jordan Johnson.
Nice rebound by 0-2, and 2 guys are on the floor.
Got a foul on number 11. Donnell Brown. So both teams have 6 team fouls at the moment. So next one, and they'll be in the 1-and-1. Pretty good game so far, Sam.
Very good game.
Lots of contact.
And you know what impressed me is Joshua Carter. He's a big man, but he's got some deft feet, soft touch. He's a player.
So for some reason, Palotti's leading scorer, Jamel McNair, has been out of the game for about the last 5 minutes. He just checked back in. Let's see if they go to him.
There's Carter, misses the shot.
McNair didn't touch the ball in that possession. Here we outlet down to was he on the line?
That was Tyree Lucas stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, but I like the assertive nature there.
No question. No question. Riverdale Baptist is aggressive on both ends of the floor, and they're showing it. And that's a nice pass by Lucas. No call on the charge. Again, the refs do have Christmas parties to go to. That shot was made by Tyree Lucas.
Well, after the takedown, he made it.
Right, yeah.
Blunt
nice
with the pull-up.
No good.
It was a nice release, though. I mean, you'll take that shot every time.
Absolutely, and there's Carter
we got
again.
A foul.
Carter's doing it inside and out for Palotti.
So, Sam, we really haven't seen any patterns established in the game so far in terms of, what either team is trying to do. I thought McNair got off to a good start for Palotti, hitting from the outside. Then he was pulled out of the game for some reason for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he definitely has great form, and I'd like to see them set him up on a couple low screens, clear outs, or things of that nature.
Agree. McNair, Blunt, 0-2, all players in this team, along with Carter. So they got a nice group.
I'll tell you what, Miles Mallory's a good low post presence as well for Palotti.
Yep.
Good pressure up top.
Yeah, Palotti's picked it up defensively a little bit here too. Long shot from Anderson, no good.
Here goes McNair.
Oh, and the jump step, and it's good. Oh.
Some people call that the Euro step. Others call it a walk in the old days.
Yeah. That became the jump step. I think LeBron was the one who perfected that one early in his career. Other names, I think the claw, or there's
things of that nature. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Anderson throwing it in.
We have a tie game with 2:26 left to go in the second quarter here at Gonzaga in the second consolation game of the evening. That's a nice move by that was Anderson
again. Yeah, he's been very assertive all night.
Yeah. Double team, stolen. Nice play. That's Johnson with the shot.
Very
easy lay-in.
Nice take.
27-23 Palotti. I'm sorry, Riverdale Baptist. Palotti is stunned, I think, right now. They're just stunned.
You got to get that man the ball. There he is.
That's McNair.
He has a beautiful release.
Yeah, he does.
Coach calls out Nova. Let's see what happens here. What kind of ball movement? Anderson up top. Back to Thomas Weaver, who gives it back to Anderson. Oh, Miles Mallory with a big-time block. Isaiah.
That's Oshanai.
Yeah. Okay, 1-1.
I'm guessing this game looks like it's going to go down to the wire in the second half. And these two teams, are much more evenly matched than I expected based on their performances yesterday.
Well, Sam, I know that when you called me 3 or 4 times prior to this tournament saying how you were studying up on these teams. You analyzed this thoroughly. So when you say you thought it was going to be a close game, I deeply respect that.
A lot of preparation for this game, studying the matchups, the depth of the teams, the coaches, the backgrounds of all these kids. Yeah. And it's they're showing me a lot, both teams.
And they're living up to their billing.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice take. Nice take.
That was Weaver.
Thomas Weaver. He showed the ball high and did his little swim move.
29-25.
I'd like to see.
Whoa, there you go.
I'll tell you what.
That is McNair again.
Jomel McNair is an absolute deadeye from outside.
Yep, and they're finding him.
You know, I'd like to see a little relief for the Palotti point guard, Anthony Blunt, in the backcourt. You know, a pick here or there, just to send a message. Because
it's a bad turnover. 24 seconds left. That was St. Jean, and they called the block. They called it foul on Joshua Carter.
He called it rather emphatically.
Yes, he does.
He's a spirited referee, always has been.
No question.
And
no unequivocal in his calls. I mean,
yeah. I mean, even when he's wrong, he appears to.
I believe him.
All right, so
that's St. Jean on the line.
St. Jean on the line, and gives Riverdale Baptist a 2-point lead, 30-28, with 21 seconds to go. If he makes this one, I'm sure Riverdale Baptist will set up their fairly aggressive full-court press.
Yep, they're not letting up.
No, and it's paid dividends. I mean, that last turnover, Palotti had a 3-on-1 and had that ill-advised pass.
16 seconds left. Blunt with the ball up top. He's looking for a pick.
I'm guessing they're going to go to McNair.
Well,
he's rather stationary at the moment. Not a lot going on.
Oh, they call the elbow. Foul on Blunt.
First foul on Blunt.
You know, you got it. They call that the chicken. You know, you had a little chicken wing out there.
It was more than a little chicken wing. It was, I wouldn't consider that a flop. That was legitimate.
And there's Johnson with the shot and half.
All right.
No good.
Really good first half. 31-28.
Baptist.
Yeah.
Baptist.
Great first half.
Yeah. Exciting stuff. Very evenly matched. And I did see the Palotti coach is still working the refs as he's walking off the court. So,
great half. Thank you.
Well reffed. Well played. All right, Michael.
A little more trivia then.
Yeah, we'll do some trivia, and then I think we should read some of our advertisers too. I think we got to do that. Yeah.
Well, let's do that first, Sam.
Okay.
Earlier today, I saw a huge fan of Gonzaga basketball and all things Gonzaga, Patrick Judge of Beltway Cleaners. And Patrick was down here last night, and big fan, and I just want to give a shout-out to Patrick Judge.
All right, and I want to give out the shout-out to the Sheehy family, who are major participants in the Gonzaga community, have donated money to build the Sheehy Theater, and we're proud to have them, Sheehy Auto Stores, as a proud sponsor of Gonzaga College High School. And visit your local Sheehy dealer for any kind of deal.
Morgan Stanley, John Williams, has been a longtime supporter of Coach Turner and the Gonzaga program. Had 4 sons who played in the program here, and John is in the Gonzaga Hall of Fame. And a classmate and dear friend of mine. He was the John Stockton of Gonzaga for I think he still is the assist leader.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, along with the only person ever to have their number retired here at Gonzaga, Tom Sluby, another classmate. And it was pretty easy for Johnny to get all those assists because Tommy was the player of the year in the Washington, D.C. area back in 1980, and no one could stop him.
Well,
So
And John had a pretty good career at Siena.
John had a great career at Siena, and along with Tommy Rodzinski, another big fan of Gonzaga basketball. He and Tom ran the backcourt at Siena for 3 years together.
I was actually hoping that would be a trivia question. Where did John Williams play his college ball? But I guess that one slipped by. So.
But while we're on the Williams family, a shout out to Pat Williams and the Cormack Group, big fans of Gonzaga basketball. Pat also a CYO Hall of Fame coach and a 2-time champion of the girls CYO.
Yeah, and Pat we call him the Godfather.
He is the Godfather of Kensington.
And Pat. Interesting thing about Pat's coaching career, he never yelled at the refs ever. Never said one single cross word to the referee. Is that right, or am I missing that?
Pat retired 3 years ago, and the referees had a big party when Pat retired.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, another proud sponsor of the DC Classic is PepsiCo. This is their continued support over the last number of years, and it's the 30th annual Gonzaga DC Classic. Another sponsor, Cushman and Wakefield. A lot of connections to the Gonzaga community. Thank you to them. IPOM Facility Services.
That's Lance Ford. Lance had a son who played here years ago, and also with Palm Facility Services, Tommy McCloskey, who was part of a great group of players along with Billy Gladding, that really made a big impact on Gonzaga basketball when they were really doing their best to catch up to DeMatha.
And Lance Ford has had involvement with the broadcasting.
Yes.
He's been very involved in it over the years.
Lance is multi-talented.
Yeah.
He can do many things.
He's a Renaissance man,
he
from
is.
what I gather.
Yeah. And he can clean a building like you've never seen. So Palm Facility Services, that's who you want to use if you want a building.
We want to thank all of the past presidents of the Gonzaga's Father Club for all their great work. Again, this is a major hoops event in the D.C. community and attracts teams not only from great teams from the D.C. metro area, but from all over the country, as witnessed by this year's participants as well. And so thanks much to the Fathers Club. Mike, I assume you've been
a major participant. I see two of them under the basket over there, Al Jackson and Jim Hannigan, who not only are past Fathers Club presidents, they've also run this tournament after John McLaughlin stepped down several years ago. And, it's hard to maintain a tournament of this magnitude. It really is. The stature of this tournament, when you look at the program of some of the players who have played in this over the years, it's quite amazing.
Yeah.
Going way back to the first year when they only had 4 teams, DeMatha being one of them. And, we've had a lot of guys who have really catapulted their careers to the NBA level.
Yeah, and shout out to Joe Rada and Casey O'Neill, the athletic director here and assistant athletic director. They put in a lot of work every single year, hours and hours. I know we were just talking to Joe. He was hoping to attend all the 12 parties that Mike was going to after the game, but he's going to be busy here until about 11:30 tonight. So shout out to both of them for doing all the great work they do, not just in the basketball program, but throughout the athletic program. Because Gonzaga Athletics, for those of you listeners who don't know, regularly win WCAC championships and Washington, D.C. Metro championships. And it doesn't matter what sport. You talk about basketball, football, baseball, lacrosse, soccer,
rugby,
crew, rugby regular national championships. And so shout out to them.
Sam, let me hit you up with a couple trivias.
Okay.
Because you're on a roll now.
Okay. I feel like it. I feel like it.
Let's see. Only coach to win both the NBA and the NCAA championships.
Okay, let's see. That's a good question. Thinking, I don't think Rick Pitino won a NBA championship.
I'm going to give you a hint. You don't want to pick Rick Pitino.
I figured that. But let's see. Walking through this. Any more hints? Can I get another hint? yeah. Sean's like looking at me like I should
Sean
know
knows
this,
who
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Sean knows who it is.
No,
No?
he's saying no.
No.
Give me another hint. Give me well, if you can.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
What division in college did he coach in? What league?
What league?
Yeah.
Pac-10.
Pac-10.
Yeah.
So you think
He coached at a lot of places too.
yeah.
That was his MO was he didn't stay anywhere for more than 2 or 3 years.
Oh, Larry Brown.
Larry Brown.
Yeah.
Correct.
But he coached in a number of different, not only the Pac-10, but he's coached in a few different.
Well, he won
leagues.
it at the Pac.
Oh, he won it
yeah.
with UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's coached at
Everywhere.
SMU.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the NCAA pretty much was hot on his trail in a lot of those places.
That's true.
But
That's true.
There was a reason why he only stayed 2 or 3 years.
Kind of funny. I forgot that he won an NBA championship.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get one more in for now.
Sure.
And then what NBA player had the most technical fouls ever?
Most technical fouls ever. Had to have a fairly long career. Karl Malone. How about that?
No. He had the most foul shots, actually.
Did he really?
I didn't throw that one in there because I thought it was kind of important. No, a guy he played here locally for the Wizards. Then went to Detroit and really.
Oh, Rick Mahorn? No?
Yeah. Sean has it. Tell him, Sean.
Rasheed Wallace. I would never have gotten that.
Oh.
But he did have a long career. I mean, he was terrible to the refs. I do know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
That was your best question. Yeah.
No. The best ones are yet to come.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
We're having fun here. So we're going to get things going again in another minute or so.
Yeah.
Great game thus far. Riverdale Baptist is, I think they've gotten what they wanted. They've gone to the hole hard. Haven't really settled for too many long shots. Whereas Palotti has settled a couple of times. But I think the outcome is going to be decided by which team can continue to get or adjust their defense to prevent the other from getting to the hole. And also if Palotti is going to apply any bit of backcourt pressure, because thus far they have not.
I mean, what really I think the standout sort of theme of the first half is the pressure put on by Baptist. They have been aggressive both on the defensive end and then with turnovers and converting those turnovers into points, and that's why they have the lead. That's why they have a 3-point lead right now. I anticipate Palotti coming out much stronger in the second half and being even more aggressive, sort of responding to what Baptist pressure brought. And I think it's going to be a very hard-fought, well-played defensive game for the second half. All right, so we're
Sammy.
We got some stats for the first half.
Yeah, we had some first half stats for Palotti. We had Anthony Blunt with 3. We had Isaiah Oceanaye with 3. Jamel McNair had 12. 3 for Christopher Smith. 5 for Joshua Carter. 2 for Miles Mallory. And then for Riverdale Baptist, 2 for Thomas Weaver. 2 for Walter Burks. 5 for Charles Creek. 5 for Zakem St. Jean, and 8 for Miles Anderson, and 9 for Jordan Johnson.
And we start the second half, and Anthony Blunt misses from 3-point range. 31-28 Palotti with 7:47 to go. We just started the second half. Riverdale Baptist with the ball. St. Jean out front. Not moving the offense terribly fast here. Just a little bit on the exterior.
Yeah, the thing is, they flash the high post every time.
Yeah.
But they don't
They're not putting it in the high post.
It's a high ball screen, but they're not passing to the high post.
Right. That's right.
So he can't reverse the ball.
That's right. Well, we have a turnover, quick turnover, and it looked like St. Jean got fouled, but no call there.
Wow. Okay.
And that is
Jordan Johnson.
That's Jordan Johnson. So
he has a sweet J.
Palotti opened up a 5-point lead early.
No. Riverdale
Baptist.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And now it's funny because now they've taken Blunt off the ball and put Jamel McNair on the ball, bringing it up.
Yeah, I think they want to get McNair more involved, clearly. They leave 0-2 wide open, and he converts. 33-30, Baptist lead.
0-2 had a good game yesterday with 12, so he can definitely fill it up. Stalin Oaks moves the ball nicely. I like his control on the floor.
Shot is no good by Bello.
Miles Mallory pulls another board.
All right, Blunt with the ball up.
That's
there goes McNair with the shot. Rolls off the top of the rim.
I think that might be his first miss of the night.
It might be. He's had a good shooting night.
Nice take. Stalin Oaks to the corner. Jordan Johnson. Anderson.
That's Anderson.
Nice take. I'll tell you what.
The loop-de-loop. I liked it.
He's getting by his man every time.
He is.
Yeah.
And do we have a turnover or no?
No. Knocked out of bounds.
Okay. All right.
But again, it's the pressure.
Absolutely.
And it's really wearing out Palotti, I think.
Baptist is relentless. Double teaming, too, on the pressure. 0-2 with the ball up top. Gets it over to Blunt. Blunt's, should be looking to go to the hoop. They're running a little bit of a there's definitely more cutting than there was before. 0-2 again, misses that time. 35-30.
Stalin Oaks to the hole. Ooh, got an extra step in there.
That was
Throws
Weaver,
it away.
got too far.
I'm sorry, Weaver.
We got some up and down here, Michael.
Nice head.
There's Weaver again, and he misses again. But, he's fouled. Nice follow by Bello. We got a track meet at the moment.
It is a track meet. At this point, I would have to say that favors Riverdale Baptist.
I agree.
Because they've been trying to force pace the whole time. And the shots that Palotti's getting have not been nearly as favorable.
So a little trivia fact here, Michael, that Riverdale coach Travis Lyons played at DeMatha and Manhattan College.
Really?
There you go. Interesting.
Okay, Sam, here's a question for you. What is Manhattan's team nickname?
I know this, and I know the name of the gym, which I bet you don't know that.
I'm going to fall out of my chair.
You will when I tell you. So it is the Jaspers.
It is the Jaspers.
And it is Dratty Gymnasium.
No way.
It is.
Oh.
You can look that up.
And tell me the lineage.
Yeah, it's a sort of a uncle once removed. He didn't want much to do with the blue-collar Dratties, which I'm from.
Well, I mean, come on now. Say, in the circles we run in, you're considered a bon vivant, Sam, and don't anyone.
I hide it well, Michael. Yeah. Anyway, he was.
That would have been a big hit there. Anyhow, I want to hear
finish
more.
On the
I
story,
want to hear more. Yeah.
Yeah. So he made his fortune bringing Izod over from France.
Really?
He was the man who brought it over and made a bit of money doing that. So and then he was head of the NFL Hall of Fame for a while. There was a Dratty Award. It was given to the top college football player, student athlete for a long time. And he funded the gymnasium for Manhattan. So.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. So you hit a question in my wheelhouse.
Sean, I mean, we got it working here, don't we? We got it working. So it's safe to say, everyone around town knows about you and your fashion sense. Was it inspired by your uncle?
It could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say specifically, but the Izod, Izod has some colorful clothes, so there must be some DNA in there. A nice block there.
It was actually a good drop step, by the way.
Yeah. Mallory didn't go for the fake. So.
Yeah, Malcolm Smith. I was impressed with that move.
All right, so we have 36-31 with Baptist in the lead. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
You know who's had quietly had a really nice game is Isaiah, number 12.
Yes. That was Mallory with a miss. And Baptist wastes no time getting back down court. Weaver with the move. The pass. And an attempt by Creek, but no good. Palotti is now moving it much faster up court. They're actually pushing the pace, too. That's a miss by Blunt.
Miles Mallory with the follow.
Very nice follow. You know, every time Baptist looks like he's going to pull away, Palotti comes through.
Yeah, timeout by Riverdale Baptist.
Okay. A lot of action here in the second half.
Had a great game.
A lot of action here in the second half. Very exciting.
So is there, I mean, are you, as far as this Dratty family history is concerned, have you ever been to the Dratty Gymnasium?
I have. I've actually I ran it in high school a number of times. It's an indoor track there.
Okay.
So
wait, you're a runner as well?
I was a runner in high school, yeah. In addition to my limited basketball skills, I ran too. So.
Okay.
And I have a little bit of trivia for you. My brother.
Neil.
No, I have two other brothers.
Okay.
One was the top high school miler in the country.
Really?
His senior year of high school, and won the Milrose Mile at Madison Square Garden, the indoor mile.
Wow.
And the Golden Invitational out in California.
That's a big deal.
And he ran for Nike, and he made the Olympic trials for a couple different times.
Really?
Yeah. So we have some speed in our blood. I just never got any of that either. So we have 36-34 right now. Riverdale Baptist holding the lead, but Palotti's staying tight. And that is Malcolm Smith. Tries to go up, but he's blocked again. Mallory has a number of blocks in this game.
That brought the Riverdale Baptist coach off the bench because it did appear as though there was a fair amount of contact.
There's Oshinaye.
Okay.
And he's they calls an offensive foul, and it brings the Palotti coach up.
I think that was a pretty easy call.
Yeah.
Perhaps a slight makeup for what happened at the other end.
I don't know if the Palotti coach is mad at the ref or his own player, but
he
probably
was
the
set.
ref.
He was. No, I think probably his player because the defender looked fairly set.
Got it. All right. You'll go with that. I haven't seen him do anything but yell at the refs in most of the games. I'm sure he's a nice guy too. All right. Obviously Baptist with the ball, looking up top. Over to Anderson.
So Walter Burks, number 2, is on the floor, and he moves very gracefully and has a good handle. I'd like to see him take it to the hole if he can.
Yeah. I've got 4 on the shot clock with Anderson with the ball, and he
had no conscience.
Front of the rim.
Yeah.
He pretty much had to.
He did that with confidence, though.
He did. It looked good until it hit the rim.
All right.
Blunt with the ball, bringing it up. We got 2:34 left in the third quarter. Palotti with a 2-point lead, 36-34. And that is McNair from deep. No good.
He's kind of cooled off a little bit. He's 0 for 3 this quarter.
Carter follows, dishes out to Oshinaye.
Isaiah,
Yes.
Wow.
And that
ties the game
up. 2:12 left in the third quarter. We've got a ball game, Mike.
We sure do.
Burks with the shot. Air ball. Blunt is a steadying presence on this team.
He is.
That was Oshinaye again. No good.
Miles Mallory, I would estimate that's about he's got to be double digits.
And Blunt from deep. Good.
He had his feet set, shoulders square. That was a nice follow through. But give Miles Mallory a lot of credit for the rebound he pulled there. And then to see Blunt wide open at the top of the key. Mallory's been a force down low.
He has, and he's created a lot of second chances for this team. And Palotti started to take advantage of it, and they finally now have gotten the lead, 39-36, 1:42 left in the third quarter. Do you want to give a shout-out to your kids, Michael? Is anyone listening?
I kind of doubt it. My daughter is a freshman at Holy Child, and they have their Holly Ball tonight. And so she's definitely not listening, and I doubt the rest of them are as well. But if they are, Zach, Kathleen, Patrick, hello, guys.
Yeah. And
how about you?
I'm probably not listening on my end either, but Jack Dratty's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sam Dratty out in Bloomington, Indiana, his freshman year at IU. and Kylie Dratty at a Christmas party with her mother right now. So there's probably no one listening, but if you are, shout out to.
And speaking of your wife, Therese, I mean, you want to talk about a saint. I mean,
having to live with me, you're saying, right?
I just said the woman was a saint. So.
I think we have two saints that we're married to, believe me, putting up with this.
A lot of tolerance.
Right, yeah. So we're going back in here again. Minute 42, third quarter. Palotti has taken the lead, and this is the first time since early in the first half that Palotti's had the lead. Palotti's applying the pressure now too. There is a move that was Donnell Brown. He was barreling in there.
Good block by Christopher Smith, who just came into the game to relieve Miles Mallory.
All right, Palotti taking the ball out. Riverdale Baptist the ball out.
Again.
Anderson with the ball in his hand. Tries to go baseline. No good. Dishes it out to Burks. No good. Anderson.
Nice follow.
Anderson is all over the place. All over the place.
Riverdale Baptist hasn't really shown much proficiency shooting from long range. Most of their scoring is in the paint.
Yeah, and Anderson likes to drive to the hoop, and I think that sets the tenor for the rest of the team. Oh, and there's a foul.
That's a pretty easy call.
That was on
Charles Creek. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being aggressive on defense, though. Only third team foul on Baptist, so long way from the bonus. Blunt sizing up the situation here. He's taking it himself, looks like. Jump step, nice pass. Hands it off to Carter, and he's fouled. I just feel like there's a shift in momentum here, Michael. I mean, clearly, Palotti's come back from a little bit of a deficit, but
when they drive, they have shooters who are capable of hitting the three, so they can kick out.
Yeah.
And Riverdale Baptist thus far has been going straight to the hole, and without that ability, and then I wouldn't be surprised if Blunt continues to drive and tries to kick it out to Jamel McNair. And I was, surprised. They've said it 3 or 4 times now that it's taken Palotti a little while to apply any pressure. They've shown it the last time down, but by and large, they're content just sitting back in their man-to-man.
Yeah, well, they've been showing a little full court look every once in a while. So Palotti moving the ball around into Brown.
Hi.
That's into Creek. Creek with double move, throws it up lefty, no good. Tough shot. Palotti making it difficult on defense. That's Carter with the move.
Carter against Creek. That's 2 tough-looking guys.
That's right.
And
Oceania get rejected.
Very aggressive.
Oh, that is Creek trying to go to the hoop, and he is fouled.
Oh, 2-shot foul.
Yeah. There might have been a walk there. I don't know. I can see. But the ref saw the foul before the walk. So, and what
I see former Gonzaga assistant coach Bruce Kelly leaving the gym. Bruce has been the longtime coach at Bullis. He used to be an assistant at Gonzaga years ago.
Creek hits the first.
We're good. Thank you, Sean. I'll tell you what, Sam and I'd be lost without Sean tonight.
He's carrying the day over here. He's
definitely
handling all the audio, technical, basically carrying the tournament in many ways, I think. So. Oh, and Blunt looked like he threw a little elbow there. And it's a nice shot. Right at the buzzer.
It was a great shot. Riverdale Baptist coach Lyons is a little distraught. He thought happy. He thought a chicken wing occurred by Blunt before the shot, and I think the video replay confirmed that.
All right, so we have a 42-40 game with Palotti in the lead, and we're on camera.
This is
wave to everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think we have a.
I think we have faces made for radio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, that's what my dear friend Kevin Sheehan says all the time.
I want to give a shout out to a couple more sponsors. Barking Dog in Bethesda. Always a great sponsor, great place to go for drinks and dinner.
Yes.
A lot of Gonzaga events held there. That's at 4723 Elm Street in Bethesda. Next time you're in Bethesda, try and stop by.
And make sure you harass the proprietor, John McManus.
Yes, make a point of that. Then there's the we have a sponsor from the Fiddler's Green Pub in Carmel, New York. The Ferry family.
Oh, thank
Wow.
God. You know.
That's a ways away.
Nothing wrong with the Green Pub.
No, nothing wrong with it at all, but kind of amazing. How about United Healthcare? They say score big with United Healthcare. Make sure you sign up now. Bob Natelli Homes, big sponsor for Gonzaga. And we thank all the sponsors here. It's what makes this tournament so special in many ways. All the work and effort that goes into it, but we need money, and you need the sponsors to hold this kind of tournament. So,
and Sam, that said, you know, people have asked, where does the money go from this tournament? It goes to the service projects here at Gonzaga. It enables kids to go to places like New Orleans or Red Cloud or Emmitsburg to do the good works, to help people in cities like Camden, New Jersey. And they also go down to the U.S.-Mexico border. So these service projects have been going on for 25 years.
And it's the true definition of men for others.
Okay. There's
some question about possession.
Yeah, but we're good. Ready to start, and this should be a heck of a fourth quarter.
Here we go. 42-40, Palotti in the lead. All comes down to this. See who sets the tone early in the fourth quarter. Riverdale Baptist from deep, and that is good.
That's their first three of the night, I believe, Sam.
That's Jordan Johnson from deep. And Jordan Johnson
has
been a little quiet this game, actually. Had 19 yesterday, but he may be coming on here in the fourth quarter.
No one's flashing up high.
That is Blunt from deep, no good. Rebound by Zach and St. Jean.
It was a very good look for Blunt.
Yeah, he had it, and he's hit a few of them tonight. So St. Jean wants to take it himself. Pops it over.
Again. Oh, that would have been a big one.
Yeah.
Johnson's feeling it.
Blunt taking himself. Jump stop. Shot. No good. And great battle by Carter underneath. Can't get the basket. Baptist back up quickly.
Now, Carter hadn't been out of the game very much.
Anderson dishes over, and the call is... offensive
Jordan
foul.
Johnson, yeah. His second foul.
I don't think it was on Johnson. I think it was on...
I do too.
It was on Anderson. I think they called the wrong guy.
Oh, it was only his...
But Johnson is confused. He can't believe it was on him.
Oh, Johnson slides across the floor into the Palotti bench.
All right.
Hold the box, hold the box.
6:39 to go, 43-42. And the refs are conferring now.
They are. I think they got that wrong on the last call.
Yeah. They might correct us. Here we go. We're going to listen in on their conversation here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was 12.
Yeah, it was on Anderson.
Yeah.
12 blue. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it was 12.
All right, so they're switching the foul. No longer on Johnson, now on Anderson.
That's great refereeing by Gary Stein and his crew.
You know what? I want to say that I think the referees overheard the broadcast. I think they came by and they're like, wait a second, these guys are telling us we made the wrong call. So let's take credit for that, Michael.
You're like Bill Rafferty. I mean, you are running the show here. You and Sean. I mean, you guys got a future in this industry. So let's.
I think this is our future right here, right now. So.
All right, here comes the high ball screen by Miles Mallory. Blunt drops it off to him. Nice shot by Miles.
And soft touch.
Yes.
Nice.
I like his game.
I do too.
He plays within his limits, and has made nothing but positive impact on his team tonight.
And he gives Palotti the lead, 44-43, 6:15 left. Try and go down low to Bello, but knocked out of bounds. Oceanai back in the game, replacing Lattimore.
Sean man on the inbound. McNair up top.
St. Jean has the ball. Now back over to McNair. Anderson.
Anderson.
Yep. Anderson wants to shoot. He
does.
wants to. He pops it. He throws it up. No good. Short. Tough shot. And that's Johnson on the ground.
Okay. They got a foul from behind on Miles Mallory.
Yeah, Palotti's coach not happy about that.
And in the meantime, Anderson's getting a talking to from his coach. Might have been a little bit of a force on that last shot. He's had a great game.
Only Mallory's second foul, too, so not in foul trouble at all. We're getting near the bonus. There it is. Anderson from deep. Oh, that's an air ball. He's not happy about that. Gets it back out. Weaver from deep. No good.
Good board.
Rebound by Bello. Back up.
Oh.
No good. 3 misses.
Great effort, though. Carter brings it down to McNair. Back to Carter.
Carter's going to the hoop. Oh, dishes it out. That's Oceanai. Back over to McNair. No good.
He's cooled off the second half.
Yeah, he has. That's Oakes to the hoop.
Oh,
Blocked.
great block.
Sorry, that's Johnson with the shot.
Great block by Blunt down low. And what do we have? Jump ball. Good call.
And possession arrow to Palotti, it looks like.
I'll tell you what, Sam, I'm really impressed with number 32, Joshua Carter's endurance out there. He's coming out of the game now. He's played 110% effort the entire game. And whenever there's a loose ball or ball on the ground, he's usually in the middle of it all.
Yeah, he's created a lot of second shots on the offensive end, too, with his rebounding and passing back out and putting it back up. So
Blunt walks it up. Here comes no ball screen. A little skip there by McNair. They didn't see it.
Shot from Utu. No good. Battle for the ball. That looked like it hit.
Oh, wow. Great hustle by Isaiah.
I think that went off the fan's foot.
I do too. I do too.
It's off the fan. I don't know how you rate possession then. I guess whose last hand touched it before it hit the fan's foot, obviously. All right, we have a little slowdown in the action. 4:47 to go. Palotti with a 44-43 lead. Riverdale Baptist with the ball. Moving it around the top of the key.
Burks with the ball up top. It's the high ball screen. Now Jordan Johnson going to the hole.
Johnson
with
with
the
his left
lefty.
hand. Soft shot, no good though.
Miles Mallory
Again.
has to be double-digit boards at this
He
point.
does.
He's been a real stabilizing force down low.
The cleaner, they call him.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Because he waxes those boards. All right, 1 point game, 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. This is going right down to the wire just as we predicted, Michael. Blunt with the ball. Blunt looking to shoot. Oh, he's a nice look for Mallory, and he's fouled. Foul on Bello. That's Bello's third. And Mallory for 2. Hits the first. Never in doubt. Extends the lead to 2 for Palotti with 3:59 to go left in the game.
Any word on the Army-Navy game, by the way?
I have not seen. I saw that Army was up 7-0 early, and I have not seen since. So I'm sure they're more towards the end of the game at this point. Baptist now down by 3, so plenty of time left. Good look. Shot in the corner.
St. Jean,
no good, but good
good
look.
release. It was a good look.
Had a lot of space there. All right, Blunt bringing it down. Oh, he has Mallory wide open. He Takes himself, though. And soft touch. It's good. Defensive lap by Riverdale Baptist. And now Palotti has a 5-point lead.
Yeah, we're getting.
Johnson looks. Passes over to Weaver. Long
Big
shot.
shot.
They needed that.
Thomas Weaver comes up big when they needed it.
Wow. We thought the game might be slipping away for Baptist, but that brings them right back within 2 with 3:17 left in the game. It is a barn burner, Michael.
This entire game has been within a span of 10 points either way. So here's my friend Chris Kelly. We gave Chris a shout out earlier tonight. He's coming down to watch the Abington School and their superstar, Mr. Dixon, who tore up Gonzaga last night for 27.
He'll be a nice addition to Jay Wright's squad.
Yes. If you haven't seen him, folks, he's a 6'8" wide body with the left hand and a beautiful drop step. And he is as they say, he is a problem for opposition down low. And then they have a 6'6" point guard who is going to UPenn. So it's their first time here at the Gonzaga tournament, but Abington has they already made their mark because they knocked off the host team.
Yeah, there's and Jay Wright, some recruiter, and he get. Oh, so the clock on the screen you can ignore.